have with us Reverend Dr. S.M. Michael, S.V.D. He is a Professor Emeritus of Culture and Anthropology, University of Mumbai. He's Consultor for Inter-Religious Dialogue, Pontifical, and Secretary to Bombay Archdiocesan Commission for the Inter-Religious Dialogue. And the paper that he's going to give us is Catholic, Tamil and Malayalam Congregations in Mumbai. I think you're dealing with more of Goregaon area, you said?
No.
Oh yeah, you're doing it general, very good. Yeah. So let's give him a warm hand.
Thank you. Not take much time because of just quickly to go. We heard already how the Goa Christians came, in what context. Afterwards, Canada Christians came. Later on, as just the previous speaker talked about how Trinelveli Christians came to Mumbai. Okay, but I would like to point out that the Catholic Tamil Christians migration is connected to the mill workers. Now Mumbai was known very much for cotton industry, so the caste occupation of Chettiars from Coimbatore area, many of them were Catholics. They were brought here to work in the mills, the cotton mills. And when they came, as he pointed out, they had their own formation. They began to live in Mahim area. Some of them began to live in Jerimeri area, and later on they migrated to Goregaon and others. So we can say the Tamil migration, we can point out that main Christian community belongs to one group, belongs to the Nadar. Nadar, both Catholics as well as the Protestant or CNI were there. So the Catholic community, there is a large number of Nadars and the Chettiars, and then others were coming for their progress in economic life, individual migration. So much so, Maithili, one of the student of sociology who did her PhD under Professor Gurye, she wrote her thesis, Little Madras in Bombay. She called it Sayan Matunga King Circle area as Little Madras, because that was the concentration of the Tamils of different communities, not only Catholics. Okay, so what is important I wanted to point out is, because of the church history, unlike in Goa, unlike in Canada, or East Indian community, the Jesuit mission, Madurai mission among the Catholics, as well as in the CNI, they took a cultural method of evangelization. That means they were not deculturating when the local people were becoming Christians. So they retained their caste, they retained their customs and manners, they retained the language, and they took up many of the Tamil culture, also certain aspect of the Hindu rites of passage, but Christianized it, so that the Tamil Christians were not alienated from their culture. To give you one example, the Jesuit method of evangelization. Among the Hindus, even today, the eldest son carries the fire at the funeral, cremation ground. So what the Jesuits did, the eldest son among the Catholics, he takes the cross in the procession, and that cross is kept at the head of the burial site. So this way, and another important thing, during the time of marriage, it is not the ring for the sign of marriage, it is the garland. No, any community, Tamil community, the symbol of marriage is exchange of garland. Okay, the same thing they retained. So similarly, many of the way Hindus celebrated the festival with the chariot, No. So similarly, the Catholics were taking the chariot with the statues of the saints. So these were the culturally not alienated Catholics. When they came to Mumbai, they encountered completely different types of Christianity. The Christianity of the Goans, the Christianity of the Canaries, and then they felt that they were very, very different. So as a result, many of them began to take a back seat. They were not very active unless they could form a Tamil parish. For example, even in Dharavi there is a Catholic church, St. Anthony's Church, where there is a big Tamil congregation where they are very active, very creative. But when they went to other parishes within Mumbai, where the Goan, the Konkani speaking people were very active, and their cultural dominance was felt very much at the time of marriage or any celebrations, they felt it is much westernized, or they even felt it is not Christian. You know, I can give you one example. When a few years ago, when a marriage took place, one villager from the interior village of Tamil Nadu, when he came, he saw in the Goan wedding or Mangalorean wedding when they were dancing with each other. This man said, they are all sinning. The point is, the way the Tamil cultural system, you know, Kannagi, there is an ideal woman who has to be, that is the way they are taught in the Tamil culture. So what I wanted to say in short, whenever the Tamil Catholics, as pointed out, the CNI, they were already a Tamil group. But in the Catholics, they had to mingle with the Goan, the Kannada speaking people, the Konkani speaking people, but they were feeling alienated. And in the parish council again, the dominance was from the Konkani speaking Christians. So they were not very active. Even today we can see it because they are a very communitarian oriented group. Very much, you must have heard about Beski, but in Tamil Nadu, if you begin to say Beski, nobody will understand. But if you begin to say Virama Munivar, then everybody will understand. Beski was a Jesuit missionary, and he changed his name to Tamil, that Virama Munivar, and he is a Tamil scholar who composed a classic, Tamil classic known as Thembavani, where he begins to say how St. Joseph was singing lullaby to child Jesus, and it is a classical work. Those who are studying in Tamil school, we have to study his poems. Okay. Similarly, De Nobili, Beski, and many of the Jesuits, foreign missionaries, Italian and Spanish, they changed their name to Tamil. So it was a very much Tamil-rooted culture. When they came here, they felt the Western in Mumbai, it was very much Western in terms of dress, in terms of customs and manners, marriage customs. So they felt little alienated. So this also resulted many of the Catholics to move to the CNI churches and other independent churches, because where they felt they can get the word of God in Tamil, and then they can feel the celebration of the religion in Tamil culture. So that way several of them they began to move to independent churches and also to other Tamil churches. But today there are few parishes where there is a exclusive, maybe Tamil priests, maybe Tamil the Catholics, where they are very, very vibrant. So from this, what lesson can we learn from this church history? I pointed out the church history method followed in Goa, followed in Mangalore, and followed in Mumbai is very different church history from the Telugu and Tamil Catholics. Okay, so when they came, they felt they are strangers. And today some efforts are made to make the Tamil Catholics to belong to a parish, but how much it is succeeding, I cannot point out. So today in the Catholic Church there is a big talk going on about synodality. That means, everybody must walk together. From the child towards the cardinal, we all have to hold hand and walk together. But is it possible? If we have to make it possible, then how do we make intercultural parish communities? That is a very important aspect. That means the openness from the Tamil community, once when they begin to settle here, what we can learn from the Goan, the East Indian and the Mangalorean community, but then the same openness of the Goan, Mangalorean and East Indian community, what can we learn from the inculturated Christian community, say from Tamil community? That is going to be a great challenge for the Christian community in India and in Mumbai. So to conclude, what I would like to point out is the church history, the way Christianity was given. We have various methods. For example, we heard in the North India the way Christianity was brought, the way the Christianity was brought in Goa, the way Christianity was brought in Tamil Nadu. Now it is very different, so we need to be aware of it. But when it comes to Malayalam Catholics, because that is my point, is the Malayali Catholics, they came for job individually, but a very important point is, for example, a Malayali, a Catholic who has a BCom degree and his father gives him 10,000 rupees, you go to Mumbai and you find your way. And the same, a Tamil has BCom and his father gives him 10,000 rupees, you find a job, find a way in Mumbai. So both of them take a train. As soon as the Tamil fellow who sits in the train, he feels very lonely because he is always connected to community, as he pointed out, the village. Now it is a community. And then the Malayali doesn't feel that way. So when it reaches closer to Mumbai, as it comes to Dada, the Tamil fellow asks, where is a Tamil community here? Then they begin to say, oh, there may be in Dharavi, or in Goregaon, or in Jerimeri. No? Then, okay, he gets down and he goes to that, what he talked about, Pongal, that community living, and he will go there. But what Malayali will say, I got now 10,000 rupees. Now where can I get a shelter? And he will find a home. What I am trying to point out is that culturally, Kerala Christians are coming from a family-oriented culture. The Tamil Christians are coming from a village-oriented culture. This affects their adjustment to Mumbai. So the Keralites finds whatever is possible, how to economically move ahead, the economic aspect. But the Tamil moves more with a cultural aspect. Okay, now both of them are settled in Mumbai, they got a job. The Tamil fellow gets married much younger age. The Keralite gets married little later age. Okay, and then when they are settled, say the Tamil Christian community in Dharavi, after several years of staying there, he feels, oh, now I am so much pressurized by the community, the Tamil community, I want some freedom. So he begins to move out, maybe to Daisa or whatever place. But the Keralite, who is living individually, he feels, now I am settled, now where are my Keralites are living? He goes to live with the Keralites. So these are the mindsets. So what we are trying to point out, if we want to build a good parish, where everybody feels wanted, everybody feels that my faith, because why I'm saying this, for example, in Goregaon, the Tamil community, they built up the Our Lady of Rosary, Jabamale they call it in Tamil. And every year, around October 7th, 12th, they have celebration. So they want to imitate what they were celebrating at village. Now taking procession of the chariot, now taking the procession. But the parish priest may be a Goan or a Mangalorean. He said, all these are Hindu. Why are you doing this? See, the church history there, they told them this is the way you must express your Christianity. But here, since he is not used to, he begins, these are all Hindu practices, you should stop this, and then there is a conflict. And then the Tamil Catholics do not move very closely, or they feel they are not wanted, or their culture is not recognized. All these problems are there. So we need to understand church history, how we have been given our faith in different historical contexts. That knowledge we need, and also we need to give and take relationship to build a parish. Thank you very much. And since the Keralites, they have their own diocese. They have established their own Kalyan diocese. They are well taken care. Now they have their own parishes also, which is exclusively in Malayalam. So they are well taken care. They are economically independent. But the Tamil community suffers because they do not have their own diocese, and it's not needed also. But what we need to understand is how do we build this synodality with the different cultural communities and with the different church history, people background of church history, how to build a parish. That is a challenge for all of us. Thank you very much.